Our fourth finalist is Scott Hottenstein, a civics teacher at Barrington Middle School. His student escort is Carly Barker, a freshman at Florida Gulf Coast University.
We are the brave, we are the chosen ones. We're the diamonds, diamonds, rising up out the dust. Oh, rising out the dust. Oh, rising out the dust. Oh, rising, rising, rising.
I met Mr. H 5 years ago when I was just an introverted little 8th grader whose family had just moved here from Missouri. And the thing is, I wasn't originally supposed to be in Mr. H's U.S. history class. I got switched in about a month into the school year when Barrington took him on full time. And honestly, I was kind of pissed at first. I just moved to a new school, I just started making some friends in my old class, and then the school decided to put me in a new class with a new teacher and kids I didn't know. But today, I'm glad that they did. Mr. H immediately recognized that I was an introvert, and he really did his best to get me to participate in class without forcing me to speak out as much as he expected everyone else to. We got to be pretty close that year, and he even asked me if I had any suggestions for how he could better connect with other introverted students like me. Something I'll always remember is how at the end of that school year, he gave me a book to read called Quiet Power: The Secret Strengths of Introverts. For my high school graduation this past spring, he gave me the same book with a little note inside about the power of introverts and the power that I have, which thanks to him, I've had the opportunity to realize. Once I understood my introversion, I realized I do have the confidence to speak up about my ideas, even if I'm not very loud, because what I have to say is worth it and someone will listen. Obviously, I kept in touch with Mr. H after 8th grade. I went back to Barrington to volunteer in his classroom a few times in high school. We would email back and forth and talk about how school was going for both of us. And last year when he announced he'd be running for school board, he asked me to be his campaign manager. Mr. H has had a big influence on my life, and I'm so glad that he's getting the opportunity to be recognized for the impact he's had on all of his students' lives.